In the quiet town of Moscow, Idaho, a brutal crime shattered the peace. 4 young lives were taken in a manner that left the community and the nation searching for answers. This is the story of the University of Idaho murders, a case filled with chilling details, unanswered questions, and theories that continue to stir debate. On November 13, 2022, the small college town of Moscow, Idaho, was rocked by a tragedy that would captivate the nation. 4 University of Idaho students, Kaylee Goncalves, Madison Mogen, Xana Kernodle, and Ethan Chapin, were found brutally murdered in a rental home on King Road. The crime scene was gruesome, with all 4 victims stabbed multiple times in their sleep, leading investigators to believe the attack was targeted and personal. The victims, Kaylee Goncalves. Kaylee, 21, was a senior from Rathdrum, Idaho. She was majoring in general studies at the College of Letters, Arts, and Social Sciences, and was a member of the Alpha Phi sorority. Her family remembers her as tough and fair, someone who put anything she set her mind to. Kaylee had recently returned to the King Road house to visit friends and attend a nearby party. She had plans to take a trip to Europe and was expected to move to Texas after graduation. Madison Mogen, also 21, hailed from Coeur d'Alene, Idaho. She was majoring in marketing at the College of Business and Economics and was a member of the Pi Beta Phi sorority. Madison and Kaylee had been best friends since junior high. They were inseparable, sharing countless memories and experiences. Madison had plans to move to Boise after graduation. Xana Kernodle, Xana, 20, was a junior from Post Falls, Idaho. She was majoring in marketing at the College of Business and Economics and was a member of the Pi Beta Phi sorority. Xana was known for her positive and funny personality. Her sister described her as someone who was loved by everyone who met her. Xana had been dating Ethan Chapin for over a year. Ethan Chapin, 20, was a freshman from Conway, Washington. He was majoring in recreation, sport, and tourism management at the College of Education, Health, and Human Sciences, and was a member of the Sigma Chi fraternity. Ethan was a triplet and was described as the comedian of the family. He and Xana had been dating for over a year and had spent the evening together before the tragic events unfolded. The night of the murders, on the evening of November 12, 2022, the 4 victims spent their night in different locations. Xana and Ethan attended an on-campus party at the nearby Sigma Chi fraternity from 8 p.m. until they returned home at 1:45 a.m. Madison and Kaylee went to the Corner Club, a downtown sports bar, at 10 p.m., departing at 1:30 a.m. A live-streamed video on Twitch by the Grub Truck, a food truck 4 blocks south at Friendship Square, showed Madison and Kaylee at 1:41 a.m., chatting and smiling, getting their food 10 minutes later, and leaving to take what police initially said was an Uber ride home, a trip of about 1 mile. The 2 surviving roommates, DM and BF, were also in the house but were not harmed. DM later reported hearing strange noises and seeing a masked figure in the home. She texted BF while panicking, and the 2 later discovered Xana's body, but still did not understand the gravity of the situation. They did not contact police until nearly 8 hours later, at 11:58 a.m., only then reporting that something had happened in their house. The investigation into the murders was swift and intense. Authorities worked tirelessly, combing through evidence, interviewing witnesses, and following leads. But for weeks, the case remained unsolved, with no clear suspect in sight. The lack of progress led to growing frustration and fear within the community. Then, in late December 2022, a breakthrough came. Bryan Kohberger, a 28-year-old PhD student in criminal justice at Washington State University, was arrested in connection with the murders. DNA evidence collected from the crime scene was linked to Kohberger, leading to his arrest in Pennsylvania, where he had been living with his parents. Kohberger's arrest brought a sense of relief to many, but it also sparked controversy and debate. Some questioned the strength of the evidence against him, while others speculated about his motives. Was he a stalker who had been watching the victims for weeks, or was he someone who had a personal connection to them? Theories abounded, but the truth remained elusive. In the months that followed, Kohberger's legal team filed motions to suppress certain pieces of evidence, including DNA and data from online accounts. However, judges ruled that the evidence would be admissible in court, ensuring that the prosecution would have a strong case when the trial began. As the trial approaches, the community of Moscow remains on edge. The murders have left a scar that may never fully heal, and the questions surrounding the case continue to linger. Was Bryan Kohberger the killer, or is there more to the story than meets the eye? The University of Idaho murders remain one of the most haunting and perplexing cases in recent memory. As the trial of Bryan Kohberger unfolds, the world watches, hoping for justice and answers. But in the shadows of this tragedy, the truth may still be out there, waiting to be uncovered.